Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Are you going to deliver a speech? If yes, then have you analyzed the audience? Or are you now somewhat by any change started to questioning whether it is important or not to analyze the audience? If so, then today, together with me, Bella, we are going to reveal the importance of analyzing the audience. Delivering speech has three general purposes. The first one is to inform the audience. The second one is to persuade the audience. And the third one is to entertain the audience. From those purposes, we can conclude that the main point of a speech is not us as the speaker, but it is our audiences. A good speaker is the one who is audience-centered, who exactly knows that the aim of the speech making is to gain a desired response from the audiences. Thus, if we already have a good topic to be delivered, the next step we have to do is to analyze to whom we will deliver our speech, so that we can develop our speech rightly. Audience is a single people or a mass people who might not coming from the same background as us nor the other audiences. We might be a woman and our audience is a group of a man. We might be a teenager and our audience is a group of grandmas and grandpas. Everything is possible. That is the reason why it is important for us as the speaker to understand our audience's background, such as demographical traits like gender, general age, educational background, group memberships such as ethnical, racial, and religion. Also, in addition, we can also learn their attitudes, their values, and their beliefs. Now, let's highlight this point. As a speaker, we are not allowed to be egocentric. We are not allowed to be biased. We have to be neutral. Also, we have to prevent ourselves from blowing up sensitive issues such as racial, ethnicities, religion, LGBTQ, and other sensitive issues. Now let's imagine how if someday we have a really great opportunity to deliver our speech in front of a big number of audience, and then we blow up sensitive issues, maybe racial, and then we say that, oh, A is better than B. Oh my God, that will not be good. We have to remember that our audience might not coming from the same background as us. They might not have the same opinion as us. How if it happen? It will leave a big disappointment in their heart. It is not good. Next, understanding the audience will help us to adapt what we say to the level of understanding of our audience. Audience might be vary from age range and educational background. Age range will create generation gap. This generation gap will affect someone's understanding to languages or stuffs. For example, if we are going to deliver a speech in front of a teenager, we can use some slang words so that our speech will become more friendly and alive, and it will be easier for the teenagers to understand what we are talking about. But how if we use slang words when we are delivering our speech in front of the grandmas and grandpas. Of course, that will not be good. Instead of getting that friendly and more alive feeling, grandmas and grandpas will start to be confused. The next example is if we are going to deliver a speech and our audience is mostly a primary schooler, so we can't use a high level words. The high level words won't make them easily understand what we are talking about. Instead of understanding what we are informing to them, they will start getting headache. It is not good. Some sayings such as, "Oh, what are the speaker is saying? I can't understand that. Well, I think it's better for me to sleep rather than being here." Such saying will possible to come up if we are not adapting our speech to the level of understanding of our audience. That's why we have to analyze from which generation our audience are belong to. Also, understanding the audience will help us to find information that we can use to build a common ground between us and the audience. One of the most useful strategies when we are delivering a speech is to use the process of identification. What do we have in common with our audience? And what are the differences between us and our audience? After we do the process of identification, we can adjust the messages we want to deliver to the audience. Our speech will be more successful if we can create the message that involves and engages the audience. It means analyzing the audience is one of the major parts of the speech making process. The more we can understand the audience, the more we can encode the message that the audience will decode easily. You got the point now? I'm sure you do. In summary, if we are going to deliver a speech, then it is important for us to analyze the audience. We can analyze the audience by analyzing some aspects from them, such as their demographical traits like their general age, their gender, their educational background, their group memberships like their religion, their racial and their ethnicities and other stuffs. Also, we can analyze them by analyzing their values, their beliefs, and their attitude. Analyzing the audience is one of the major parts of the speech making process. The more we can understand the audience, the better our speech will be. By analyzing the audience, we are allowed to plan our messages carefully so that we won't offend someone and won't hurt someone's feeling. Also, by analyzing the audience, we can adapt what we are saying to the level of understanding of the audience. And the last, by analyzing the audience, we can build a common ground between us and the audience. That are why analyzing the audience is important. Okay, fellas, that's all from me. Thank you so much for your attention, and let's be a good public speaker. See you when I see you.